evening, whatever time it is. Like, hey, welcome to my floor, I'm Luna, and I have visuals! I can actually play! Oh my god, that was... yeah. More complicated than I thought it should be. But hey, we are up and running now, and now I know what to do. So... I will... hello again, hi. Oh no, wait, that wasn't now. Oh my god, sorry. This... yeah, it was more complicated than I thought it should be. Why do I need to run it as an administrator? Anyway. We are in. We can see things. This is now running smoothly. Hopefully. And we can just... keep going. I still don't have that, so I wonder if that's a thing I can do. Anyway. I've taken some time to reflect on this. If I had to guess, Professor Cyrus came to the desert knowing that he would almost certainly never return. He's a stubborn man who tends to double down when he feels strongly about something. We won't get anywhere trying to convince him to escape. I agree. My master, Nethys, says the same thing. Once Cyrus makes up his mind about something, he won't listen to reason. Why did the music go off? Anyway, I think I'm actually streaming now too. Yes, I am. Okay, great. It should be working properly. Okay. So there's one thing. A few other things came to mind too. You've heard all you need to hear about the Temple of Silence, so on that I don't have anything to add. My own memories of this place are hazy though. Probably something to do with the overpowering presence of the Ba fragments. That might explain why I suffered from constant headaches and fevers as a child. I do remember having some fleeting moments of profound emotion, when vague images would appear in my mind, but I don't recall much, only bits and pieces. I was still young then, and all I could understand was that there was this strong will inside my mind. Thinking back on it now, I suppose it was Hedemanubi's way of trying to encourage me, even if we couldn't communicate. Oh, that's kind of cute, actually. Just like, it's not properly, like, it can't talk to you, but it's like trying to encourage you with like emotions and, or like, not emotions, but like with images and stuff that it can communicate to you. That's kind of adorable. Also, maybe the music should be up a little bit. There we go. The power that came to inhabit my spirit was probably one of the cornerstones of their whole faith. So if the will and might of Hedmanubis is a real and tangible thing, and they are its rightful worshippers, then...
You're not gonna give in to their demands, are you? Surely there has to be their way.
Don't make any rash decisions, Cyno. I'm also wondering if the light is okay. It might be, but who knows? No, I have no intention of returning it. I need this power to protect Sumeru, but the temple has the right to make the final decision over its fate, since it belonged to one of the 7 pillars of Deshret. So I will challenge them head on, and win the right to wield this power for myself, fair and square. Aww. That is such a Cyno thing. This reminds me of something I'll Hytham mentioned to me just before we left. He said that the Temple of Silence was originally founded by the ruling elite of the day. Traditionally, such organizations are bound by a strict and ancient code of nobility. Kav has made similar observations about the desert tribes from his work trips there. He says many of them have their own internal rules. They talk about the importance of never dishonoring their tribal bonds, and the rules laid down by their ancestors. I think we could turn that to our advantage. Go back to them with a proposal of our own.
Wow, and just like that, we've turned the tables on them.
It looks like we had the same idea. Turn it back on them now while we still can, in terms that they cannot refuse. That's how we win. That sounds good to me. Let's do it. Great. I now know just how to start a conversation. Let's go find Cephas. We'll tell him that I know a thing or two about medicine and would like to take a look at his grandfather's condition. Oh, sneaky. I mean, I'm guessing he will also actually take a look at him, but like... Sneaky. Damn. So cool. I am still not over it. Like, can you imagine living in a library? That'd be so nice. That'd be a dream come true. I'm not a... I'm studying to become a librarian. This is the one point for me. I don't even know what to say. Stethos, let's talk. He had a really dark voice, right? Surprisingly so. Have you made up your mind? No, I gave him the anime main character voice. I have to do that. We'll get to that. But first, I have some degree of medical training, so I was wondering if you might let me take a look at your grandfather. Oh, what was it now again? I have no objections, although we do have our own doctors here. I thought you'll be able to tell us anything we don't already know. Only one way to find out. Follow me. Keep your voice down. We don't want to disturb him. He performs a medical check. I think it said. Let's talk outside. Did he find something out that they don't know? He might have. Bamoon has fallen into a deep coma, and his prognosis is quite grave. I'm sure your physicians have come to the same conclusion. He appears to have sustained serious injury in his youth, which has been exacerbated. Over the years by the heavy burden of work, and now by the effects of old age. Regretfully, I must inform you that, based on what I've seen with the patients in a similar condition, he doesn't have very long left. A few days at most. Yeah, I've known that for a long time. I mean, if he's had a few days left for a long time, it's not a few days, right? I don't think that's what he meant, but still. You're his heir, aren't you? You clearly have a lot of respect for the man, but you also see things differently. You have a broader range of concerns and a more pragmatic approach. So tell me how we can end this on your terms. Let's find a way to bring all this to a resolution while Bamoon is still alive to see it. That's what really matters to you. I know it. Yeah. Yeah. I said the same thing as Paimon. Of course I do. Always. Ugh.
Yeah, there's no time to waste here. You know that better than anyone.
He has really pretty eyes, though. I keep saying this about a lot of them, but like he does. I like the green and the like orange. It's very pretty. You know, the two of you are actually in a very similar predicament right now. Both of you have a very different perspective from the man who raised you.
Right. And you didn't create this situation. They did. But somehow you ended up having to make the tough decisions.
You're right. No, wait. How did I do it? You're right. We both look at this problem with very different. We both look at this problem very differently than the people who we inherited from. I accept, Cyno. This all began because of Herman Nubis, so let's end it with the right he himself created. Ooh, what is this? What is this? What's this? Legend has it that when Hedwanubis first arrived in Tula... Tula? Sure, we're going with that now. He sparred with the city's residents. He and his two companions proved they had mettle by fighting over several days, winning the support of many fine people. That group of supporters were some of the first members of the Temple of Silence, and the sparring matches were enshrined as one of our founding rights. The right of duels. It's where it all began. Sounds very fitting. I'm in. As a fellow vessel of Hermanubis, your ties to the Temple of Silence run deep, so I will permit you to participate in this rite, along with your chosen companions. Oh, so that's us. We're gonna be the ones, I'm guessing. 3 against 3, sounds good. However, I have some additional terms. As the challengers, you must win all 3 of your fights to win. And Cyno, both of us must put our buff fragments on the line. The winner takes them both. Letting Cyrus leave with one of the buff fragments was a mistake, made by my grandfather out of pity. It's a long-standing issue that must be addressed for the Temple of Silence to move forward. I can make no concessions on that front. Excuse you? Thank you. No need, we're on the same page. If I win, the Temple of Silence must release Cyrus and consider this past dispute resolved. If you win, I'll return my power to you. It's a deal. Now let's meet at the ceremonial hall tomorrow evening, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
Where to?
I'm hoping this is one of those areas we can come back to because this is awesome. Like, look at this place. It's so cool. It's a cool ass old library and I want to be there. Well, after how that just went, there's definitely no turning back now. There never was. Turning back hasn't been an option for me since the moment the professor slipped away to return to the desert. You have to win. You need this power, both as General Mahamatra and for yourself.
Yeah, that's right. Besides, it stayed with you ever since you were a small child. Surely the society thinks of you as a rightful owner.
Yeah, but didn't it do the same for Sethos? I think it's silly to think that it should be only for one person. Both as the General Mahamatra and for myself. Yeah, when you put it that way, I've had to go... words. Words are hard. I've had to overcome a lot to tame this power and claim it for myself. Not everyone could have done that.
Exactly.
Let's not get sidetracked. We gotta focus on winning. We'll help you see this through. Lon and I will never lose. Well, that's too much confidence for my sake. I can't do that. Neither shall I. The desert was home to an ancient and great civilization that, for a variety of reasons, fell out with the civilization of the rainforest. It's just as Dea said. Prejudices pushed people apart. But there must be a personal factor at work here too. I can't shake the feeling that Bamoon cares for many more things than he lets on. And I don't think that Sethos is any kind of villain. He's just doing what he thinks is best.
Oi.
Tomorrow, everything will be resolved. Tomorrow, everything will be fine. Oh, I have to actually wait. Okay. Huh. Until... Yeah, it said until 8, right? There. Let's go. Where to? Who knows? But let's go. Look at this pretty place. It's so nice. Oh my god, can you imagine though? I'd love to have this thingy at my place. Like, that would be a nice thing to have behind me, right? Put that up on the wall. Just... swords. You know what, I could probably do that. I could probably make something to have it up. I have like 3 fake swords. That shouldn't be impossible. Impossible. I don't know what these words are. They aren't words. Is he gonna fight all of us by ourselves? We gather on this day to perform once more the rite of duels, with the greatest of all sages, Lord Hermanubis, as our witness, for his power and authority is present in our midst. I just wanted to give him a, like the, let's get ready to rumble voice. And this is our most sacred of ceremonies, and no disruption from the audience shall be tolerated. It is incumbent upon all who to observe the duel with the utmost respect and reverence throughout the proceedings. Representing the Temple of Silence, the Defenders. Who, oh, I thought they weren't, I thought he was just, oh hi, you're back, hi. It's, sorry. It's, I have not finished the quest, no, because I'm waiting. Or no, I wait to do it here. Okay, the Twitch one before. Like, it pops up when I get messages. Oh, you finished it, how was it? Ooh. But this one doesn't do that. I don't know if I can fix it so it does that somehow, but for now I have to read it on, like, my phone. If I want to see any... Yeah. It's maybe not the most useful, so, like, if I do this, it's just like I'm reading what you're writing. But yeah, I'm glad it was good. Grandfather, you're here! A rite of duels, after all these years. I'm surprised by your decisions, Ethos. I know what I'm doing, Grandfather. Just leave it to me. Representing the Academia, the Challengers. Is he really gonna fight us all by yourselves? Ready. We will fight to have our voices heard. Warriors, take your positions and decide on the order of battle. Like, yeah, okay. We come not to debate, but what brings our challengers here? Know what will come of the defeated duelists. Duelists, the might of Hermanubis himself is at stake here. Now, fight! Fight until the rightful victor is proclaimed. I'll go first.
Huh? Are you sure?
I guess so. I'm sure we want to keep up our morale up. Are we really that confident we're gonna win? I mean, I wouldn't be that confident in myself. I agree, Leon is very strong. Sending him out first will definitely intimidate the opposing side. Okay, then you're second. Sure. We have decided. But, like, Is he really gonna fight all of us by himself? So have we.
So have we. Let's begin.
Who am I fighting? Duelist of the first bout, please step forward. Leave it to me. Do I have to just play him? Can I switch characters? I guess we'll see.
Ooh,
I can just play him. What? And it's not even the one I... I barely leveled this one up. Nah. A swift end to the first bout. I now invite the duelist of the second bout to please step forward. When you're both ready, you may begin. Then let's begin. Let's dig in. I need this one though. Thank you. I'm really glad I'm getting like the proper... Oh, he gets strong, doesn't he? I get the guest one because he's still like level like 40 for me or something. Not very high. Thus ends the second bout. We will now move to the third bout. Duelist, please step forward. I'm ready.
so am I.
This is the final stage of the rites. I remind you both that the terms you agreed upon in advance are binding. Oh no! Have I been disconnected, or was it just this one that was disconnected? Ugh. Am I still here? That one seems to be working. Okay. It might be fine. It might have just been the phone that was... Network error. Please try again. Am I still here? Yeah, okay. Great. Sorry. It was just the phone one that was weird. When you're both ready, you may begin. I'm Sethos, vessel of Hermanubis, grandson of Bamoon, the leader of the Temple of Silence. For many years, we've kept our convent with Lord Hermanubis by guarding the secrets of King Deshret. And even in our darkest hours, when we could not see a way forward, we chose not to abandon hope, but to embark on a brave new experiment so that we may prevail. We earnestly sought Lord Hermanubis' wisdom and power, longing to see his spirit and his light descend upon us. Now, I will fight to become the rightful wielder of that power. I am Cyno, General Mahamatra of the Academia, student and successor of Cyrus, the sage of Spantamad. Spantamad. Okay, sure. I fight in defense of my power, my professor, and my nation. And you? I think you left some things unsaid. This is a sacred duel, and Hermanubis is watching, so bare your soul. He has such pretty eyes! I love the green and the like, it's like he has both the rainforest and the sand, like the desert in his eyes, and it's so cool! I love the imagery that brings to my head. Everyone, young and old, fit and frail, they're all waiting to see how this duel will end. My grandfather is a wise leader. He is also known to be a ruler who is not afraid to get blood on his hands. I understand his beliefs well, and I know that what he expects of me. But our faith has held us back for too long. After I grew up, I went to the rainforest once, and I saw for myself the people in the city. Times have changed. The people of Sumeru are happier and more free now than in the past. I thought about this as I stood at one of the tallest points of the city, gazing down at the streets below. So his eyes really are like the combination of the rainforest and the desert. He's like the bridge between them. It's such a cool detail. Sorry, I'm nerding out over the character design choices. Then I thought about you, Cyno. You and I are both wield the same power, yet the lives we lead could not be more different. Each Ba fragment of Hermanubis stands for something different. Might, glory, or one of many other secrets that have yet to be revealed. I once thought that the nature of our fragments must be what makes us so different from one another, but maybe it's that you found your answer, and I'm still searching for mine. I am more than just a warrior. I am my own person. Exactly. Yay! The name Hermanubis has left its mark on both of us, shaped the course of our lives. We are his vessels, and yet we are more besides. Yeah, you're more than just your gifts. I'm not at all just quoting Encanto. Whatever. Show me your answer, Cyno. Show me I can be more than my faith, more than the power I wield. Show me the person I can become. Aww, so he just feels lost. That's kind of sad. Bring it on. Bring it on. No, I forgot how I did his voice, whatever. Scene. Ooh. Heck yeah! I like that his arms are like a different color than Cyno's. I love this. I feel like we don't usually get this cool of cutscenes in... Time to fight as yourselves. Like, I feel like we don't get this cool, like, fighting scenes in these character quests normally. This is awesome. Yeah. Swipe the legs. Yield. So cool. Badass. But does this mean that Cyno gets even more powerful? I give his glory to you. It's like a beating heart, but like a mummy beating heart. This is cool.
あの輝きは我らが孫子祭司の頂点ヘルマヌビス様だ 来光こそかの化身であり
And
意
his
志
will lives
その
on.
もの。
I
あ
love
の
these
方はもともと
aesthetics.
ティナルの勇士、砂漠より現れ神王アフマルに仕えた。
Wait.
神王の逝去後、ヘルマンヌビス様は信者たちを連れ、長年祭司を務めたティナル人とトゥライトゥーラに沈黙の殿を設立した。それが我々の始まり。その役目はキング・デシェレト文明が残した知識を守り管理することだった。100から百数十年後、砂漠で動乱が起きた。砂漠の王たちが次々と戦を始め、わずかに残された文明も戦火によって滅んだ。知恵の国トゥライトゥーラだけがティナル人の導きのもと災禍を免れた。
Under the
だが
Tignarians.
それもつかの間、獣たちはキング・デシェレトの知識が隠れるトゥライトゥーラを狙った。
I have so
ジ
many
ュラバドの
questions.
王は軍勢をもって包囲し、その意向を示すため死者たちに沈黙の殿の支配権を差し出すよう命じた。都の貴族は覇者と結託し、沈黙の殿を裏切る形で自身の統治を守った。そしてこう弁明した。沈黙の殿が持つ知識こそ汚染の根源だと。一時沈黙の殿は孤立無縁に陥った。我らが孫子はキング・デシェレトの知識にあった汚染の拡散を防ごうと党に力を使い果たしておった。
Ooh.
あの方は沈黙の殿を存続させるため、その身を砕き力を継承する義により人に憑依した。沈黙の殿が覇者の軍を退けたのもこの力のおかげだ。しかしわしらが英雄扱いされることはなかった。未知の力を砂漠の民は畏怖しのけ者にしたの
Oh,
だ。
interesting.
やがて沈黙の殿の者はトゥライトゥーラのティナル人と共に砂漠を離れウリンに入った。その後は想像に難くないだろう。トゥライトゥーラの貴族は滅ぼされ、戦火は砂漠を焼き尽くした。そしてわしらは秘密と使命を背負い身を隠して流浪するようになった。裏切られたわしらは砂漠からウリンへ向かったが、不信感から砂漠へと再び戻った。長い出来事だ。しかし今日沈黙の殿はヘルマヌビス様の輝きを再び目にできた。礼を言おう。
So I have so many thoughts and so many questions. Okay, so first of all, does this mean that like he's actually like I mean Cyno is actually kind of the reincarnation of him, or is it just that he's gaining more power so it he reminds them of Hermanubis? I don't know. And then is Tignari just named after the race he is? Because that seems a bit rude. Like, if there's Tignarians, wouldn't it be the same as like me being named human? Or naming my dog dog? I don't have a dog, but like You get what I mean? It's an interesting choice if that's the case.
How is it? Do you feel okay?
I'm guessing so? Did he die? On the throne? Damn. He's right. Hmm. Is this also like a reminder of the eternal slumber, maybe? The way he's sitting on the throne? And he kind of looks like he's sleeping. I'm not sure, but I'm just theorizing. Oh, I feel like I need to watch that again, so I can, like, take it all in. Oh, there are so many questions, so much information. Okay, anyway. Grandfather. You, Satas, and the other members of the temple bid farewell to him. In the great hall, people gather around the coffin? Sure.
Hey, Sepos, you'll get through this.
I know, I'll miss him. I'll miss him. I'm sorry for your loss. I guess you were prepared for this. It's been a long time coming, huh? Yeah. He's been on death's door for a very long time now. I think it was only through sheer willpower that he managed to hold on to this point. At least he was able to see this chapter come to a close before he passed.
What's next for you?
Per my grandfather's last wishes, the Temple of Silence should submit to whoever possesses the largest number of Hermanubis fragments. That entitles you to be our new leader, Cyno. But that's never going to work, as I'm sure you realize. I'm the General Mahamatra. I am needed back at academia. I did foresee this possibility, and I gave it some thought. The fact is, I know next to nothing about the staff, records, and environment here. As such, I am ill-suited to be your leader. Cetus, I believe this honor should go to you. Were it not for this duel, or indeed if you had other intentions, the buff fragments would most likely be in your hands by now. I am sure Bamoon never meant for anyone but you to be a successor. You really think so? I do. Still, I don't think Bamoon looked very surprised by the final result. Perhaps he had an inkling that this would be the way things ended. Well, in that case, since the bath fragments are with me now, I guess I can call the shots. Zethos, I would like you to succeed Bamoon as a new leader of the Temple of Silence. You are the most suited to the role, more suited to the role than I, and I have complete faith that you will be an excellent leader. Just think of it as doing me a favor. Yeah, but words. But that doesn't. But doesn't that render everything that we've been through up to now meaningless? No, it doesn't. This experience has allowed us to become friends, which means that the Academia and the Temple of Silence will become partners once more.
Yeah.
That's a much bigger deal than you might think, Sethos. You said yourself. Times have changed. You have to believe that things can change for the better here at the temple too.
Yeah, don't give up.
There will be no giving up in this place. I will try. To be honest, I couldn't have asked for a better outcome. Actually, part of me wonders whether Bamoon's intention from the very beginning was just to create enough pressure to force us toward a duel. That way, no matter who won, one of us would have to surrender our bath fragments, and the power of Hermanubis would be concentrated in one single person. Had you won, the Temple of Silence would have doubled its strength. And were I to win, he correctly anticipated that I wouldn't suddenly drop everything to become the leader of the temple, much less integrate the temple into academia by force. He knew that the temple's future would depend not just on the guidance of Hermanubis, but the support of the academia too. So he made it his responsibility to ensure his successor would be free from the burdens of the past. His plan meant that whoever ended up succeeding him, they would have an easier time interacting with the academia. With one single letter, he lured out the professor. No matter what happened after that, it would result in a net benefit to the temple. And here I thought the General Mahamatra wouldn't care for all these trivial details. You're absolutely right. Grandfather and I considered this from every angle. And we had to find a way to mend our relationship with academia. In that sense, the right of duels was just a means to an end. Thank you for everything, Cyno. As a gesture of our gratitude, to those that you and Lesser Lord Kusanali deem worthy, I will grant the honor of access to the Temple of Silence for the pursuit of knowledge. The Temple of Silence has a wealth of information on King Deshret's civilization, more than any other organization in existence today. In times when you need information that only we can provide, we'll be here to support you.
Aww.
I bet there will be some, like, researchers who will be so happy. Can you imagine just, like, finding out this entire thing just exists and you can learn so much? But you must be exceedingly careful with your selection of candidates, lest you lead humanity to repeat the same mistakes. By the way, Tignari, my grandfather was so happy to see you. You are a descendant of the Valukashuna, and we are the heirs of the will of Hermanubis. Okay, so that's not the race. But then why did he call them the Tignarians? In the flashback, maybe? The explanation thingy? The story goes that King Deshret chose the sage Hermanubis from among the Tignarians. See? The Tignarians. And appointed him as his familiar. So, Cyno and Tignari being, like, that close makes so much sense historically. They're like a representation of the past in a way. He went on to fight many valiant battles with his Tignarian companions. Ooh, but if, as some people theorize, like the game is technically cyclical, maybe the ones that we hear about, like the Hermanubis and the Tignarian companion, are actually them? Anyway, too many ideas. Too much that could be true that could not be true. And just like, in general, too much. I was like, you can see the sun behind here. There's barely any sun though. He went to fight many valiant battles with his Tignarian companions. They always stood by each other, from the founding of the Temple of Silence to the fall of Tulatla. Tulatla! It sounds like you're singing. The Tignarians who left Tulatla joined their human counterparts in the rainforest. A few centuries later, when some of the group returned to the desert, many of the Tignarians chose to stay and put down roots in the rainforest. In all likelihood, these were your ancestors. How fascinating. My father once mentioned that I was named after the Tignarians, but I never knew that my forebears had such a history with the Temple of Silence. I like this story. It's like you were destined to be friends. It's the cutest thing! Sorry.
By the way, has anyone seen Cyrus?
Ah, yes, Cyrus. You'll probably find him in my grandfather's room. He wouldn't show it in front of me, but I think he still has many fond memories of my grandfather. If it's true that you and your grandfather really planned for everything to turn out this way, then I guess he didn't really resent Cyrus as much as he appeared to. Who knows? Perhaps all of us, you, me, and Cyrus, we're all just pawns in my grandfather's plan to set things straight. He was awful like that. Yeah, it doesn't, like, having a manipulative family member like that does not sound like the best thing, honestly. Please be safe. Someone's got to make the decisions when history is at a crossroads. I will make a detailed report on all of this to Lesser Lord Kusanali, and arrange for an official delegation from the Academia to come and meet you in the desert. I'm sure you'll have lots to attend to in the days ahead, but once things return to normal, please come and visit the rainforest again. You should stay for a few days this time, and start to build some relationships. If we're going to work together, both sides have to get to know one another better.
I will. Alright, well, bye for now, everyone. I'll be seeing you.
Bye!
See you soon. Come hang out with us anytime.
Best of luck to you, Sethos. Return to the Academia. Leave the library! I'm actually going to the library tomorrow to study. So. This is, again, very on brand for me. But yeah, I have finals to make, to write. They'll hopefully pass at one point. I would prefer not to have to redo stuff.
Tea, tea. Thank you.
I'm saying to myself as if someone else poured it for me. There. Okay, where to? This direction. Ah. Down here. Down there. Never mind. This town is slightly confusing to me. I'm guessing I'm going inside here. Yeah. Oh yeah, you. You look. This dude. Tell me if I'm wrong, but he looks like he would be the, like, the gym leader in a Pokemon game for, like, the bug Pokemon gym. What were you thinking, gallivanting off into the desert alone at your age? What if you'd kicked the bucket, huh? You told not a soul what you were up to. Designated no one to handle your affairs. I think I spilled tea.
Yeah, I spilled tea.
Grab the tea towel. The towel I use solely for tea. You told on a soul that would you designate no one to handle your affairs. Left everyone scrambling frantically to try and figure out how on earth to clean up the colossal mess you'd made. Oh, please. Will you stop yelling? What other choice did I have? What do you mean, what other choice? Do you mean to tell me that after all of your years of learning, and sagehood no less, the only idea you could conjure up in that walnut head of yours was to shoot off into the unknown like some hot-headed 20-year-old adventurer? A one-man suicide mission, huh? That's the best idea that one of the funniest minds of a generation could come up with, is it? It astounds me that you've survived the journey and that you're lucky that Bamoon didn't finish you off when you arrived. Alright. Honestly, the way you're going off on me is like you wished you'd been there to lend him a hand. What does it mean? Does it mean nothing to you that I am your colleague and your former classmate? I've got nothing more to say. What's the point of berating an old bag of bones? What do you mean, an old bag of bones? I'm a flesh and blood hero who, despite his old age, saved our General Mahamatra from being stripped of his powers. You did no such thing. Okay, look. Ugh, fine. I admit I wasn't wrong. How can I make it up to you? What about a month's work at the academia?
1 month? Try 3.
I can't speak today.
The Ignatius Master is really laying into Cyrus. Let's give them a wide berth.
Yeah, we're too young to get involved. Professor brought this on himself. Don't pay any attention to him. Wow, I have never seen Master get this riled up in a long time. The last time he chewed someone out like this must have been back when I was still a student. I think I'll go around and update everyone. Tell them the situation's resolved. Want to come with me? We can go out to dinner afterwards. My treat. You in? Makes sense, I'm in. Free food is free food.
My monk's coming too. Let's go.
Let's go. Sorry, I'm just like taking away some of the fluff that's ended up on my screen so I can actually see what's happening. Hello, Cyno, where though? Oh, that's Clay and Baru-san. Hey, Clay.
Oh, you're back!
Oh, well, look who we have here. Would you mind explaining to me what what has been going on these past few days? I heard you all ran off into the desert and got embroiled in a major catastrophe. All taken care of? That does not answer my question. How could you be so careless? That goes for you as well. Yes, you too. I think this is my first time actually meeting her in game though. Other than like, I think I've pulled her, but yeah. When you run into problems, you really ought to ask for help, you know. I've been around the block. Don't you think it would have made sense to involve me? And let's not forget, I know the desert like the back of my hand. Now would not be a good time to attempt to argue with Faru-san. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the first time that I've had to talk to you about this sort of thing either. You need to learn that there are times when the right thing to do is get a more experienced member of staff involved. Do I make myself clear? Because if you don't, Coley, please do something.
Oh, he's giving me the signal. Alright, guess it's time to play my ace in the hole. Say, Madam Faru-san, I can see you're pretty upset, but, I was wondering, remember that time you offered to give me a tour of academia? Does that offer still stand?
Huh? Oh, wait, did I hear that right? Coley, you remember? Wonderful. Well, of course the offer still stands. Come on, Madame Faru-san will show you around the old classrooms. Aw, Clay. You're savoring. Indeed. I don't think that's the... I don't think that is the correct expression, whatever.
Poor Kalei, getting dragged off like that. Also, check out Faru-san acting like some sort of official academia tour guide.
Sorry. Clay, cup.
Huh? What? Oh, right.
Hmm? What do you mean, cup? Do you need a cup? I can get you a cup.
Oh, it's nothing. Just Monster's way of reminding me to stay hydrated while I'm out and about.
I'm guessing that's not it. We're gonna meet her at the place too. It's code for let's reconvene at the cafe. Yep. Thought so. Tignari and I used it while we were in school, and it's become something of a family tradition now. Family! I love it!
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm. 2 people left. Let's bring them along too. 2 people left. Not they left, but they are still left. Excuse you? Oh, I see. I'm not allowed to climb here. That's annoying. The music's so nice. I pressed it so it went away, but still. Ah. Follow Cyno. I'm guessing it's Alhaim and Kave. Yep. Hello, you two. Am I hallucinating, or do I see Kave and Alhaim engaged in legend studying? We're just organizing all the books we used. Look, there's a whole mountain of them. Sorry. I'm just like... There's so much dust. That's just like obscuring my view of my... When the sun hits it like this, I can't see properly. I really need to clean this computer screen more often. Next time. There's no rush. Nobody reads these books anyway. My sincere thanks to you both. Yes, with your help, we resolved the issue rather swiftly and painlessly, and the outcome was better than we could have hoped for. Cyno for I'll hate them. Ah! I'll hate them. Maybe. I'll hate them. And Kave. Whatever. You got distracted? It's all good. It's all good. I was just like, there's barely anyone here. I mean, the only people here are us two, so I'm like, nee. I think I accidentally pressed thing. Wait, give me one moment. Either that or it's the sun. It might be the sun. Oh my god, we're getting like sun reflections because of... Wait. You've been listening? That's... yeah, I mean, you're free to like have me in the background and go do something. There's never any, like... Okay, there we go, maybe. Like, the sun is, like, right on from here. I can be background noise, it's all good. I see. The Temple of Silence resorted to a rather unique means of self-preservation. It explains how they managed to remain hidden for so many years. Oh my god, I really need to clean this computer. And I mean, I like regularly vacuum it. Whatever. And it sounds like they managed to preserve a whole load of ancient documents as well. I'd love to go check those out if I ever had the chance. That day will come. The Temple of Silence is a hugely important organization, and we'll be sure to maintain good relations with them in the future. Now, as a token of my appreciation, I'd like to treat everyone to coffee. Sure, can I have a tea instead? Sounds good. Yeah, sounds great. Although, after the last few days, I don't know if I can handle another coffee. But I can just order something else. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I'll have a tea instead. Sure, let's go.
Let's go.
Look at man. So cool.
Oh, now it does it. Wait. See? Now it does the thingy.
It does the shape. Maybe they just hadn't updated that for people. Okay. Because now they do it. Never mind then. That's not where I wanted to go. Yeah, it might have been bug. You're absolutely right. Might have been a bug. We'll see. Oh my god. The sun hitting my computer really makes me realize how badly I need to just like clean it, and I keep saying that, but it's just because I Now I'm forced to look at it. I don't like it when it's not clean. I will clean this weekend though, once I've turned in my exam. You clean your work laptop every day and it still gets dusty? Yeah, like it goes really quickly. And like I said, I vacuum mine regularly, so it shouldn't be that bad. But still.
And then, one just pounced on their opponent and knocked them right out cold. And then there was Tignati. He put up an amazing fight too. We ended up winning all 3 bouts.
Wow, part of me wishes I'd been there to see it, but I'd have been biting my nails off worrying about you guys. You have a cleaning kit and everything? Honestly, I've heard some people talking about like opening up their laptop and cleaning, like vacuuming it out like that. And I'm like, that is not something I have ever done, but I am so tempted. But I'm also scared I'm gonna break it. And yeah, Tignati is named after the priest, which is kind of funny. You should open up your laptop to do that. I'd love to do that. I'm also just terrified I'll break it. It seems like a good thing to do, but also... I feel like I just break it somehow, and I can't afford to replace it, so... A truly edifying account of the events. Before the bereft of... Sorry. Yeah, don't do it unless you know someone in computers. I mean, I do technically have like a friend who's like a programmer and stuff, and she built her own computer, and another who's like in computer, like, modeling for video games, but I don't think they necessarily have that kind of experience. Yeah, like taking... Yeah, exactly. They're programmers, so not hardware. Yeah. I do need to just... I think at this point I'm just gonna... I'm gonna keep vacuuming it and hope that that does something. But until then, and also I just need to point out that apparently I had taken away the dust in a way that now it kind of almost frames one of Elias' pics. Ah, you're not a hardware person at work, but you do know how to do it because you've done it multiple times with your dad. Ah. But that's nice, though. My dad knows nothing about computers. I once forgot my computer when I needed something sent to school. I called him and was like, hey, can you send it from my computer? And his first thing was, yes, and then went, how do I turn it on? So... yeah, he's not a vacuum person. Oh no, he's not a computer person. You need to brush the dust out if you open up the laptop, not vacuum.
Ah.
Well, still, it was like I would love to get rid of the dust. I vacuum my keyboard at least. Bereft of details, but it was livened up the room all the same. Yeah, my dad is not a great computer person. Yeah. My mom, on the other hand, sometimes teaches me about computers, so you know, evens out.
Hey, Paimon included all the juicy details. Luan just pounced and then waved her sword like this, and then spun around and blocked.
Unless I have a vacuuming your keyboard can be a bit dangerous unless you have like a hand vacuum and it's on very low setting. No, I just put like I have the thing that like has the brush one that you put on, and then I put it on the lowest setting because like you can choose how you want it. And it always works because like I eat crispy bread and there's nothing that gives more crumbs. Yeah. Yeah, the brush attachment, yes. So that plus the lowest setting works great. Just then it's like a little bit away as well, so it doesn't do that thing. Which I have done sometimes, but like, yeah, I prefer not to. But yeah, crisp bread is a Swedish thing, and it's so crumbly. Like, I almost feel like I need to vacuum after I've eaten it. Because it's just, there's so many crumbs. Anyway, yeah. Okay, and I should continue. We went on a cleaning sidetrack, but I'm fine with that. Despite winning 3 bouts in a row, and you still ceded the position of leader to him. That's very dignified of you, Cyno. Yeah, but like, there's a difference between normal bread and crisp bread. Like, Google Swedish crisp bread. It's like hard, and it makes so many crumbs. Like, it's like bread, sure, crumbs, but like crisp bread, it's so crummy. Like, it's on a different level. Of course, and being dignified comes with being a true champion. It's very tasty though, I like it. But like, sometimes. I got to be a champion too for once. I've not sparred much with the desert folk before. It was a pretty unique experience. It is yummy! I'm glad. Like, if we meet up again someday, one day, I'll bring you some. It's very nice. And then, like, you have butter and cheese, or, this is very specific though, but like liver pate and the pickles. Also very good. But I get if other people aren't comfortable with that. It's just like I grew up on it, so. It was a pretty unique experience. The venue was pretty impressive too. A very ceremonial affair. You don't like pickles? Even the salty ones? I don't like the sweet ones. I'm not hugely... I don't really like, sweets things. I love pickled stuff. So like, umeboshi, pickles, olives, the pizza salad that we have in Sweden. Like, anything that's pickled, I just love it. Pickled, like, red onions. Oh, I made some of that. You don't like kimchi either? Oh, I love kimchi too. I mean, that's technically fermented, but same vibe at least. Ah, it's so good. I wonder if I can just make an entire meal of pickles tomorrow. Same principle, yeah. Anyway, distracted.
Yeah, huge place. It felt like something right out of an epic poem. Imagine this. It was like there was...
Maybe save that one for later, Paimon. Desserts here. You like kimchi more than a pickled thing? Fair. Fair enough. Everyone enjoys each other's company and the General Mahamatra's generosity. The shockwaves left by the something. You're a very good distractor, must be the ADHD. I mean, to be fair though, my therapist was like, you seem to have some, like, aspects from ADHD. Because my dad definitely has ADHD. Like, it's kind of hilarious he didn't know he had the ADHD. I don't think I have proper ADHD, but I have certain, like, traits. So maybe it's a combination thing. It's both. Like, it's you actually having it and me having traits. I can do this now. Your counselor and your therapist told you to get a diagnosis back in 2021. Do it. If you can do it, why not? It's a... You haven't had an opportunity? Aww. That's too bad. I know it can be... I don't know how it is in India, but in Sweden it can be really hard. Like, one of my friends wants to get an ADHD, like a diagnosis. And the wait list... Or like the wait time is supposed to be like 6 years or something. Yeah. It's also difficult there. That sucks. It shouldn't be that hard. I think that will do for me today. Yeah, holy shit is right. 6 years is just too long. Yeah. Anyway. Shall we stop off at the house Diana again before heading home? We should probably finish putting all those books back. You know your dad has autism? He's great at masking and so are you. I mean, it is a skill. It's so obvious. That's kind of funny though. It is fun when you realize things. And you're just like, why wasn't this realized before? My thoughts exactly. See you around. Bye. I should get going as well. See you later. Make sure you get some good night's rest. I mean, he doesn't have a diagnosis either, but to be fair, I feel like it was much rarer for people to get diagnosed in those, in those generations. Like, I don't think diagnosis was even possible when my dad was at school. I mean, when my dad was at school, teachers were still allowed to hit their kids, so... You know. Changes. Your dad's 64? Yeah, mine's 69 this year. So yeah, same generation. I think it was much harder. Like, people didn't get diagnosed in the same way back then. I need to go say thanks to the Corps Authority for their help. Also, Sir Nafis said he wanted to introduce me to some of the Academia's work processes. So I got a dash too. Exactly, yeah. Clay's come a long way. She's much more confident at dealing with other people these days. Yeah. She's so much more outgoing. I'm so happy. People hardly knew what it was back then. Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's a work in progress. You never stop learning.
Indeed. And then they got lobotomized for it? Damn, I don't think it was that bad when in Sweden. At least back then, but like... Yeah. Treatment wasn't exactly good. Live, laugh, lobotomy. I prefer live, laugh, legibitica. But also, I feel like Paimon's statement right now was very fitting to what we are just talking about as well. Yeah, true. Legibitica. Legibitica. I just like that as LGBTQ. Legibitica. It is kind of hard to say, but... It's just like...
Oh, that was good. Looks like everything's finally wrapped up now. Life is all about these moments when you can finally relax and hang out with good friends after a job well done. And also those desserts Cyno got, they were really good. Paimon definitely needs more of those in the future.
Then let's come back again sometime. Legit. Alphabet Mafia? Maybe. I also like to refer to us as pluses. Because it's like the LGBTQ plus. So, pluses. I think that's just me though. Let's come back again sometime. Yes, we are pluses. Do you three have anything planned for the rest of the day? If not, would you come somewhere with me? It's a funny one? I'm glad you like it. Sure, where are we going? That's a secret for now. Wouldn't want to spoil the surprise. Okay, I think I can guess what you're talking about. It's definitely gonna be a nice surprise.
Well, now Paimon's curious. Come on, let's go.
Hiccup. Hiccup. I'm just gonna teleport here and... Oh my god. Proper ones. Hopefully it goes away.
Ugh.
It's been a while since I last made my way up here.
Wow, look at this place. We're so high up.
To be fair, you like the scene? Oh, I look forward to it then. To be fair, this is one of those places where I would... Like, it would be so cool, right? It's just like you're both high up and it's a giant tree. Need any help? Don't underestimate me. I'm actually a tree climbing champion. Also, make sure to have Nahida in your party for the last scene. I think I do have her in my party. As you wish. It's a nice spot, isn't it?
What a great view. We're so high up, I can see for miles.
Noan. Yeah? Turn around. What's happening? Oh, that's so pretty! I want to go traveling! I'm like, in my book as well, I'm like... And scan Cyno after the last scene. Okay. My book is currently like... one of my main characters is like traveling through the world, and I'm like so upset I can't actually go to these places. Yes, let's go to Sumeru together. That would be fun. Like, I can't go to these places and actually experience them. Which would make for such more, like, vivid explanations and stuff, rather than, like, searching for average temperatures and weather and humidity and, like, that kind of stuff. I am not living vicariously through my book character. I do not want to go through what she goes through. To be fair, she's traveling, yes, but also she's creating a terrorist organization, so I think I'm good. I'm like, no. I'm good with this. I might be stuck, but at least there's no killing. It's beautiful. Well, okay, that escalated quickly. I know, but like... I don't think I'm capable of writing normal books, so... That's why I was like... But it still would be nice to go to the places I've written about. Even if it's not, like, literally the places, because I've made new countries. But, like, still... Tell you when it's out? You want to read? I will tell you. I can send you the beginning if you want. But it's only, like, 30 pages-ish at the moment. And there's never any pressure to read. I'd better sell you a signed copy. I will send you a signed copy if I get published. You don't have to buy it. This is my secret base. Somewhere I only bring my best friends. Oh, yeah, that's so cute! Sorry. You will buy it, but like, as an author, normally you get sent a lot of copies of your own book. So I think it should be fine. Cyno is very cute. Secret hideout? In the tree? That he only brings his friends? It's okay, you will buy one, at least the ebook. I appreciate you. Thank you. When I was a student, I used to slip away and climb up here all the time, just to clear my head. I was quite young then, and hadn't made too many friends yet. And also, to be fair, ebooks normally, they are cheaper for the person buying them, and also larger percentage tends to go towards the authors, so it's actually a pretty good deal. Typically. We'll see how it changes and stuff, but yeah. I know too much about this stuff. I've done some research. I've listened to so many people talk. Back then, I had a lot of the same questions that Thessos Sethos was asking. Who am I? Why do I have this power, and what should I be fighting for? Our gifts help us find out our rightful place in the world. That was my experience, and I'm sure Sethos will figure things out on his own time too. As long as Hervanubis' powers endures, you will remain inextricably linked to the Temple of Silence. You will buy whichever type gives me most money. It's fine.
I don't need my friend's money.
I'd feel yeah, like you could buy the cheapest one instead. I'd be fine with that. You two really are like brothers. I feel the same way. You're one tough cookie. I will get it whether I like it or not. Oh damn. I appreciate it nonetheless. I still need to actually get published though. This is all theoretical at this point. But hopefully if everything goes to plan, I will finish the first edition of the book, or like the first draft of the book this year. So, we'll see. Of course, I see no need to be humble when it comes to the facts. I still remember one time when we came up here to chat and do our homework. This would be the best and the worst place to study, because it's like, it'd be great because, oh my god, what an environment. But like, can you imagine if it was windy? You will wait patiently. I'm waiting impatiently, but whatever. I'm glad you're patient. Like, can you imagine if wind started blowing and your papers like fell off? Or like, you dropped your pen and like rolled off the tree? You would get so distracted if you had to study here? Fair, that too. I still remember when he came up here to chat and do our homework. Cyno accidentally dropped the fruit. Luckily, he had fast reflexes, so he caught him just in time. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm too clumsy to study in a place like this. It's like when I'm drawing and like, anytime I put down the eraser and I'm like, well, now it's gone forever. I just can't find it again. I mean, I find it in the end, but like, every time. Why? Easier to study in the library? Yep, that's what I'm doing tomorrow. That was the one and only time. Nothing will ever slip through my fingers again. Well, that was dramatic. Ah, those were the good times. I kinda miss the student life. I'm not sure I do yet. I'm still in it, so...
You know, Paimon really shouldn't be able to imagine Cyno doing something like that. But for some strange reason, the mental image is coming through clear as day.
You miss it? I mean, you have a lot of more freedom when you're a student, which I do appreciate. But hopefully if I manage to live on my writing plus streaming, then I will have some, like, flexibility anyway. Then make it stop. There's somebody there. Watch you go back to school for another degree. Why not? Have you watched The Librarians, that show? It's Professor Cyrus. You guys carry on without me. I'll be right back. Okay. Either a second master's or a PhD. That would be very cool.
Huh? Hey! You're not supposed to jump down there. Be careful!
I mean, to be fair, if anyone can jump down there, it's probably him. I'm Cyno. I don't have him here. Dr. Sagi. That would be kind of nice. Just saying. You could be like... Whenever someone asks if there's a doctor around, you could be like, me! Not a medical one, though. Oh my days. I can't believe how stupid I look in this one. Professor, what are you muttering to yourself about? Oh, Cyno. Just the man I'm looking for. Guess what I found in some old notebooks.
Oh my god, they're so small and cute, oh my god! Ah, he's so tiny! Look at Cyno!
I'm just like freaking out over the cuteness. Like the shirt is so big and he looks so, oh my god. You do want a first aid qualification?
Yeah, so small and tiny.
Yeah, he's so cute. He doesn't wear the headpiece yet.
Ah, okay.
Some old photos. I think I have at least a like CPR certification because I had to take that for when I was a swimming teacher. So I did it once a year.
Baby.
Can you believe it? This notebook was just sitting in a pile of odds and ends in the sage's office. I must have forgotten to take it with me, and no one's touched it since. It was still right there. I was at the academia earlier to discuss my workload with Nafis. I swung by the old office to have a look around and just happened across it. I'm sorry, I keep... Sucks that they expire every year? Yeah. Wow. You can really see the sun now. It makes me look pretty. No, stop. I was like, I'm not sure I enjoy this. In like my own. When I see myself on there, but yeah. No, no. I'm more self-conscious than people think. I think. Oh yeah, I had read that one. I was like, where was I? Oh, time flies. Look at how tiny you are in this picture. Still a kid. He's still so young, though. You look quite young yourself in that one. Oh, it's this one. I remember that. Lisa took it, didn't she? I don't know how I feel about him. Like, Lisa and him being... Lisa being around him when he was a kid. With how she keeps calling us cutie. No. I don't like it. Yep, looks like her work alright. Who else could have found just the right angle to make me look so unbelievably hideous? You feel like Cyno's only 20 in game currently? Might be. I don't actually know how old he is, but he looks way younger too. You think Lisa was a teenager? Was baby, maybe. That sounds logical. Or like, do you mean the baby as in the picture we saw, or actual baby? And this one. Looks like we're both dozing off. Ha! Cheeky girl. Taking secret pictures of us without our knowledge. As in the picture. Okay, yeah, that would make sense to me too. Because then she would be like 10 years maybe-ish older than him. Is there something you'd like to say to me, Professor? Like what? Like... These are good photos, aren't they? They are. They are good photos. Lisa doesn't have a long life either. I mean, she's human, right? A witch, but human. Hey, at moments like these, I hardly know where to begin. I can't pretend that I am a good person. Baboon had every... I gotta stop calling him that, because it sounds like I'm saying baboon. Bamon, maybe. Had every reason to despise me, and... Well, so do you, if you feel the same way. No, she has a shorter lifespan than the average humans? Ah. Wait, she's not human? I thought she was a human. Don't be ridiculous, you old codger. It's in her story. I haven't. Lisa makes me uncomfortable. I haven't really wanted to play hers. She's so... I don't know. She makes me uncomfortable. She is human but destined to die early. Well, that's sad. Is that what you wanted me to say? I dreamt of that place many times after leaving the desert. Sometimes I dreamed that I was doing research with them again. And other times I dreamed of the day they'd saved my life. It was one of the happiest times of my life. We all learned so much from one another. You matured so much over the years, Cyno. Since you're my professor, I should save you some face by not calling you out on all the non-answers you just gave. So I will do the right thing and keep my mouth shut. You just did call him out, though. Good thinking. Take your own advice next time. Seriously, why bully an old man like me? I thought heroes were supposed to be gracious. Are we heroes? Like, in general in this game? Hey, wait. How did I not notice this one earlier? Is it Paimon? Lisa strikes again. Just how many did she take?
It's pictures. Oh, it's so tiny. I can't. It's so cute. Oh.
The cuteness overload. Look at how cute you were when you were little. Remember how well-mannered you were back then, too. Yeah, look at how serious and professional you used to be. Oh, I can't compete with you anymore. First you get better than me at the deadpan jokes, and now you're besting me at all these little quips too. Don't say that. I still have a lot of respect for you. Yeah. That's more like it. Hey, what would you say to meeting up with Lisa again sometime? Oh god, that'd be a weird mix. I'd like that. Let's find a time and pay her a visit in Mondstadt. Alright, I'll add it to my schedule. Let's go next week. Wait, no. Next week is the tomato growing competition. I have got to beat Sahahadi. Or you could find a real hobby, Professor. I mean, tomatoes is a real hobby and he can eat them too, so I don't think that's a bad hobby to have. We're growing some beans and stuff at the moment, so we can...
The little face, I love it.
Can't treat my students like kids anymore. I have to admit, Cyno has matured far beyond my expectations.
Oh.
Okay, they're not just disappearing. All good then. From now on, I'll just enjoy life as a retired sage. The future is safe in the hands of the younger generation.
Oh.
Oh my god, and with that in the background too, that's so freaking cool looking. Sorry. Sometimes I get just like impressed with how pretty this game is. Like, look at this. And all of that, and like with that one in the background and everything. Joke. How do I make this joke? I wish I was that dedicated to jokes, honestly. Great view today. The atmosphere calls for a joke out of left field to catch the listeners unaware. Sure. Time has passed too quickly. The children have all grown up. But it turns out grown-up kids are no use. When Nafis comes after me, Cyno still can't do anything to protect me. I mean, to be fair though, you should be able to protect yourself. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Look at this. That boy. Okay. Question. Do we do this one next? The Caverna of Good and Evil. To solve the anomaly that has happened in the sky, you must first go to the desert to make contact with the Nagarjun Knights. Teleport? Yeah, because I think that's the thing that happened. Like, that started when we started this one. I think we're just gonna... Wait, but I did scan Cyno. Did it not show up? Did it cut off somehow? Because I did scan him, and I know that he said that it was a joke, like he wanted to try and figure out a joke. Oh, you missed it, I'm sorry. I wish I had his dedication to jokes. Honestly. But yeah, I might just... You had to go to the bathroom? Yeah, that's a good thing to prioritize. Yes. I will start this one. I'm probably not gonna play it for super long.
Found it. Paimon wonders what it is.
It's a drum? Mysterious drum. This one has the cryo marking on it. Huh.
Huh? Oh, come on. This is no treasure. This is a tattered old drum.
It's a museum object. It is a treasure.
Treasure. We don't know what it could be used for either.
If we brought this back to the academia.
That's right. You might want to hear more about something we found in the desert. I was not all that interested in the studying stuff, but we can make make a little this and that of their budget. Why not, right? Hold on. There's a note over there at the side. It might just be some clues.
This time I've been commissioned to try to find a local order and obtain information about something known as the sign of Apaosha. I must say that the remuneration seems quite outsized when compared with the mission content. I hope I won't get caught up in any trouble. I reached the entrance to the Tamir Mountains with the help of an Aramite mercenary, but he refused to continue onward, saying that this was the border of a war. Must be some sort of desert dweller superstition.
Oh, wait. You sent something.
I will open it. Contrary to what I was told, it seems like these Nagarjunites are not very friendly to outsiders. Looks like I'll have to try infiltrating their ranks. I finally managed to make it out. Thankfully these people are pretty civilized, so I managed to get away with my life. As I thought, these high remuneration commissions always have something fishy going on. Looks like an adventurer's work doesn't suit people who just want to earn some quick mora. I'll just leave this drum here. Maybe someone will pick it up. That way I guess I won't totally disappoint Miss Catherine. Okay, doesn't want to do it on the computer. I will open it later on the phone. So that I can actually... Because it's... I have less than 5 minutes. Or 10 minutes left. It's like, doesn't... Like, try and reload. And it did not want to reload. I will try not to. Can I, like... pin it? Is that a thing I can do? I can. Aha. Yeah. No. Yeah. There we go. I pinned it. I can figure things out.
What Paimon see? This seems to have been left by an adventurer. The sign of Apaosha. Paimon's not super sure what this guy's talking about, but he sure is irresponsible, leaving a commission unfinished just because it's hard. But since that's how things are, let's hand this drum over to Catherine. Let her reassign someone to complete whatever commission this was.
Is this not the one that started? I thought it was. Maybe it was this one. Yes, but now we're starting this one, so let's go with this. I love the music. Hello there, Luan. How have your recent travels gone? They've gone quite well, thank you. I've heard about your previous adventures. It seems like you've become very experienced. As long as you keep going, I believe that it will only be a matter of time before you become a truly great adventurer.
Speaking of adventures, we found this on one of ours. This was left by some irresponsible adventurer. We thought it'd be bad if the commission he took never got resolved, so we brought it back in.
Mysterious drum. Indeed. This item is key to a particular commission. Thank you very much. The commission linked to this drum is a very important one from the academia and is also critical to the expansion of our operations. Unfortunately, though, we have previously given this commission to various talented adventurers. They have all invariably failed. Oh boy, here comes trouble.
Here comes trouble.
Well, this is an issue that even the academia cannot resolve, so we did expect a relatively high failure rate.
Actually, Primal's getting kinda curious now. What sort of commission is this anyway?
Simply put, a recent star observation by researchers from the academia led to the discovery of the northern skies. That the northern skies have become blocked by strange, heretofore unforeseen phenomenon. Concerned that this would have a great impact on the accuracy of any astrological calculations, the academia immediately put people together to investigate. This resulted in them delving into ancient records, within which they found mention of a strange phenomenon known as the sign of Apaosha, which bears strong similarities to the recent occurrence.
My butt.
It's falling asleep. According to these records, this celestial sign appeared after the disaster that engulfed most of Tevat 500 years ago. So, after what happened in Candia? Although the circumstances of its eventual disappearance are unclear, its position has been determined to be near the Temir Mountains, at the northernmost regions of the desert. However, that area has only ever been sparsely populated. Even when the ancient desert realms were at their peak, they did not extend that far. And after the cataclysm 500 years ago, that place was one of the areas worst affected by the encroaching abyss due to it being connected to an ancient underground realm.
Oh.
Since then, it has been declared a restricted zone by the academia. The only people who still live there are a mysterious Darshan, known by the academia as the Nagarjunites. A mysterious Darshan, you say? I don't know what that means. What is a Darshan? What have I missed?
Even if you're calling it mysterious, Catherine, it's gotta be something If even you're calling it mysterious, Catherine, it's gotta be something super mysterious.
Though they seem like legends to the average person, they were once a darshan of the academia, albeit one that split off 500 years ago. Then the researchers who wished to fight the monsters from the abyss banded together and traveled to the depths of the desert, and the Nagarjun Knights are an organization comprised of the people who stayed there in the end. I don't know what this quest is about. I found the drum. That's basically all I know. That said, it has been many years since, and they have branched off further and further from the academia. They even seem to have developed their own academic traditions. It's only been over a year and you can't remember? That's fair. I just haven't done them. It seems that they also worship a form of energy known as Caverna? Cavarena. This energy communicates with them in the form of spirits. Well, I feel that I'm going off topic now. The Academia believes that this faction is strongly related to this celestial sign. However, they have not been able to establish contact with this group and, as such, have commissioned the guild to assist in their investigations. This might be the exploration for the final desert area. I thought it was a different thing, but I think I'm doing this now. So, yeah. It might be. Honestly, I don't know. He was saying in the north, so probably. This is a win-win situation for us as well. Ruins related to Candia are located nearby, but exploration in that area has been declared taboo by the Academia until now. I don't know, maybe it's the second last. I don't know. I just kind of started one. That was in Sumeru. I thought it was the one that we accidentally started while doing Cyno's quest, but I don't think it is. Do I like the apple cat? I love the apple cat. Oh my god. I couldn't see it properly. I can see it when I leaned close. If this commission is a success, perhaps we will be able to participate in future expeditions to those ruins. Apple cat. Since you have heard me say this much, why don't you take this commission on? Well, since Candia is involved, might as well.
So after all that, it sounds like we just need to look for those whatever rights, right? Sounds like it'll be pretty easy. And we'll get some more from the Academia too.
You really are obsessed with treasure, aren't you? Yes, the drum you picked up was originally given to us by the Academia to be used as a token of good faith in our dealings with the Nagarjunites. Oh, Paimon ignoring the Sanskrit names again? Ah. What do you know what it means then? Nagarjunites? I feel like I'm mispronouncing that anyway, but yeah. At least I'm trying. Just give it to the organization's leader. It stands to reason that they will have some way to solve this problem. I'll be leaving this task in your hands then. I've marked a rough position of the Temiri Mountains for you. Ad Astra Abisk. Traveler, may you inscribe a new legend in the desert sands. You think something related to snake, since Naga means snake? That makes sense. That would make sense. They would know that it's like a big thing, right? Or serpents. That would make sense. It's like a big thing in religion, or in like there's quite a few gods in Hinduism that have like snake visuals, right? Or am I mixing it up? I might be mixing it up. Yes, in Hinduism. Great. You have a lot of snake stuff? At least I remember correctly. But it's so interesting because it's like, depending on what you have a lot of in your culture, it shows up a lot. And it's so interesting. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna probably Varena. Yeah, however I say that. The ancient Egyptians also have snake stuff? Yeah. I feel like a lot of places should have snake stuff, but I don't entirely... I mean, we have snake stuff in ancient Norse too, like the... What am I about to say? You think the Varena is part of Persian culture? More like Zoroastrian. Very Persian, Iran. Oh, interesting. I was thinking of like the world snake. In Norse mythology too. But I feel like this maybe less relevant. Also, I'm gonna open this thingy now. No, I wanna go to it. Thank you. And then I'm gonna log off for tonight, even if it kind of didn't end up being as long as normal today, because that I didn't know how to fix it. Thank you for helping me. The tweet is just pictures?
Still, I want to see them.
Yeah, because stuff. I don't understand what difference it makes opening this program as a administrator compared to like normal. That would then make the game not work or work. It's more permission based, maybe, but like I didn't need to do anything else. So it's like a strange, weird thing. Oh my god. Nope. You're sleepy and full of food. Sounds good. I'm gonna hang up and go talk to my flatmate. But yeah, thanks so much for today. Even if it ended up being a little bit weird, but yes. Thanks. Go sleep. I will talk to you some other day. Bye bye. Take care. And I need to then too. Yeah.